To the right of those stats, we have the various, I guess you call them people that you can deploy to various places. You have merchants, colonists, diplomats, missionaries, spies, and magistrates. Merchants are sent to centers of trade. They can be sent automatically or once at a time. And once they're in a center of trade, they compete for a little slot. Each center of trade has a specified number. And as they sit there, they generate money every month. And that's good. The money they generate is a set value. So if you're really small, only one or two provinces, then the proportionate amount of money you're gaining is huge compared to a large nation. But a large nation tends to have ways to get more merchants, and they might control the various centers of trade, including multiple centers of trade, which is very good for them. Colonists are used to establish colonies. They're kind of hard to get. You need certain ideas in order to get them. That's so that you can't, colonize the entire New World by 1500, although some people can. And colonists get sent once at a time to a new province to set it up, and that's it. Diplomats are used to conduct negotiations with other countries. If we can click on Scotland here, we can do various things: declare war, create a royal marriage, make an alliance with them, and we use one diplomat at a time to do this. Diplomats are also used to hire generals, so you waste one every time you recruit a general. Missionaries convert province religions. You put them in there, and basically they keep working until they've converted it to your side. It can be easy or hard. All the provinces in England right now are Catholic, so we can't send a missionary because that's the religion of our state. But the chance of it happening, if it were to switch to Protestant, it would be pretty easy for us to convert it. It wouldn't take too long, but it would be kind of expensive. Spies conduct various espionage missions. They're like diplomats, except you click down here when you click on a province. We don't have any spies to send, but if we did, we could do things like try to stir up a revolt. That would be useful here in Spanish Netherlands, because it's kind of hard for Spain to reinforce it, and it would be to our advantage to have the Netherlands kind of break free. We could make a partner out of them, and it's historical. Magistrates are new. They're used for decisions in provinces. So if we click on Lincoln here, there's various things that they can do. And then they can, establish courts or roads, things like that. And these are things that make the province and the country better. They're also used to hire advisors, and things like that, and improve your culture. Which is all very important, but they're also extremely rare. So you want to make sure, if you're going to use them, that you're not using them frivolously. They're kind of hard to gain. To the right of that is the date. Pretty self-explanatory. It goes up every time. To the left and right of it are timescale. You can set the time faster or slower. If you set it really high and you have a powerful computer, the time will just fly by. So that can be good or bad. If you don't have anything going on, then nothing to worry about. And this is just the pause or active key. If you're not paused, it'll show the speed as a number of arrows. I think it goes up to 5 arrows, which is really fast on my computer. Below the advisors are things that pop up basically whenever you have some new thing that you can do. It's basically a warning so that you don't miss out on it. The gavel means we can change sliders. I'll explain that when we see the slider page. This one shows that we can build improvements in various places. Of course, we can't always necessarily afford them. So it says we can build a level 2 fort in more than 3 provinces, which probably means all of our provinces don't have level 2 forts yet. It would be nice, but it's also very expensive. National decisions and province decisions, basically things I mentioned with magistrates, things like that. National decisions are like that, but instead of in one province, they are kind of for the entire empire. Disputed succession. I don't know why this pops up all the time, because it counts any time there's a succession that's disputed. When we see this, it's kind of like, okay, well, that's a lot of crappy countries. But as the prestige goes up for the country, it becomes a little harder to dispute their succession. The only thing here that's interesting is Spain. Spain has a decent amount of prestige, but it's not high. It's actually, because we have royal marriage with Spain, it might actually be possible to claim their throne, which would be interesting, but I don't really fancy England's chances against Spain in 1520. And this one says superior unit types. Basically, if you get new military technology, it might be to your advantage to upgrade your units, which we'll want to do, and I'll show that off in a bit. But sometimes the game offers an upgrade that is not necessarily better. That's especially true with cannons. For some reason, there are a lot of cannon models that have stats that cannons don't really need. The last thing in the top bar here is this part, which can be toggled on and off. If you right-click it, it can show various things, and it's basically just a quick look at your provinces, any sieges that are happening, any regiments you're recruiting, any missionaries and colonies that are going on. The main thing I use it for are centers of trade, because it shows how many merchants you have active at a time. And if your goal is to trade a lot, you want at least 5 in each one. So you'll be able to see if they're declining, which is important. And the armies. And the navies. Clicking on them directly takes you to them. So if you don't know where one is, hover over it. It says it's in London. And if you want to go directly there, click on it. You'll get a little arrow next to it if they're on the move, which is useful if you want to know which armies are moving or which navies are sailing. It's useful for explorers because you never know where they are. You know, they'll put in at Barbados to repair and then you forget all about them, so that's important. And now we're going to take a look at this part.